Hello everybody, welcome to another episode. Today let's talk about will Bitcoin crash or not, because Bitcoin moves basically plus minus as we predicted, and right now is the key moment. Will the Bitcoin make some kind of reversal and go down or not? So I think have some sign which we can right now spend attention. And on that one, we start to dance on the market and predict what is most likely going to happen in the future. So don't forget to smash the like, subscribe to the channel, do all of this crazy cool stuff which motivates me. And let's go to the charts right now and let's talk about the Bitcoin and what is actually happened. So as in previous videos, I was talking about that here we are seeing some kind of ABC correction. Major question was, is this some kind of beginning of something bigger time frame, right? Or maybe something, let me take a brush, maybe something like this, right? Or is it just a small correction and after that we are ready to go higher? So right now, let me a little bit switch on a higher time frame. Like, let me show you a little bit higher degree of what we are seeing right now, right? And then we start to deep dive a little bit on a smaller time frame and let's see what is happening there. So here, this scenario I mentioned in previous videos, I was saying that we are in a major wave 3, but here one thing which only is some kind of tricks me out about the crash is that if we take a Fibonacci put on the beginning of the wave 1, end of the wave 1 and end of the wave 2, like this we will measure the third wave, right? So the targets for third wave usually happens how? 1.2 are the minimum levels. We reach that after most likely prices comes to 1.6, that's the $86,000. As you can see, we beautifully crossed that price as well. We are in the profits because most of my community knows that we took some longs and exactly those was our target. So I did close the most of my major position, my major position, right? And right now I'm holding a little bit, but still run some profits. And as most of you know, that small amount which you hold for like kind of forever will bring you the most of the biggest profits actually, right? But I don't care about those profits. Most important, we done our job perfectly. It is work out, and right now we are expecting higher prices. So right now, when we are saying that we actually break that 1.6, then it comes to 2.6, and most of you know, and I repeated 1,000 times, that the third wave is actually can be as longer as it needs. It can hit 1.6 as most likely, 2.6, 3.6, 4.6 and higher. So as you can see right now, we are in some kind of middle one. But if we trust some kind of Fibonacci targets, right? Fibonacci targets are usually working out perfectly, right? And as you can see right now, we are trading some kind of in the middle, and we can expect a little higher prices, maybe higher prices like this or higher prices like this right now, right? So that's something what we just keep in mind. This is not something like for sure gonna happen. We will look at what is happening on a smaller time frame, but this information you just keep in mind that there's a chance that this correction, right, exactly this correction is not something higher. It is just a small correction, and after we will squeeze once again higher, and maybe then we can see some kind of reaction from here, or maybe even cross that one and see some kind of reaction from there. Everything we will see in the future, but right now this is the higher time frame. Just keep in mind what is happening over here. So let me put the third wave over there. So on the higher degree, we are still expecting, and there is a chance that the third wave is not finished yet. And right now, let me a little bit deep dive a little bit on a smaller time frame, and let's see what we are seeing currently over here. So beautiful ABC happened. That's true. So in previous videos, I was talking about that, and most of my community knows about that as well, how beautifully those worked out really great. So right now is the major question is, will we break this one and go higher, and what we need to expect? Because we are right now expecting this one, and we can treat it as a fourth wave, right? And which the targets can be a little bit lower somewhere over here, right? For that scenario, we have one very important information, that if this is something on a higher degree, our wave A, right, this one which one I marked over here, right, has a ABC structure. So most of you will ask me what this means and actually why this is so important. So in Elliott waves theory have such kind of rule that if the correction is happening and the wave A is ABC and not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Then the full correction, this all correction, which one we are expecting, most likely gonna be wrong correction. Wrong correction, it means it is very manipulative, very shaky, and we can see something such kind of, right? Or some triangle when the price start to squeeze into the price range, right? Something such kind of. The most of you knows this pattern, it calls triangle, right? Or it is possible it will create for us beautiful bull flag, which one actually the Bitcoin likes it very much. It very often happens exactly such kind of correction, right? But what is the main idea? The main idea, we know that if there is some correction, which one we are expecting, that correction won't be beautiful A, B, C. So A, B, C is not the scenario right now, because in these cases wave A cannot have ABC. If the wave A is ABC, then the whole correction will be wrong. So this information actually giving us, it's very important information, and let me tell you why. Because you need to understand that the wrong corrections are very, very manipulative, and there is happening like crazy stuff. Do you understand? What kind of stuff? It can be the wrong correction, something such kind of. A, B can go even all-time high, and after we can see wave C. Look at that. This is so ugly. It is hard to predict. It is hard to take some positions. It is hard to short. It is hard to long, right? Another scenario, another case of wrong correction is all the patterns which you basically know. There is the triangle correction, right? Bull flag correction, like the million some kind of patterns over there. But the idea is the same. The wrong correction is very shaky one, and the price can go any place, and your stop losses can be liquidated. I hope not liquidated. Your stop losses will hit, right, very, very easily. So this is why I always and very often remind you that please lower your risk when it comes to wave 4 and when it comes to wrong correction. So right now, the chart is telling us that basically we are having ABC. So if we are right and the Bitcoin is crashing, and what we are seeing on the charts right now is telling us that there is crashing, because on 5-hour time frame over here, look at that, we have this divergence on a MACD right over here. Boom. That divergence actually maybe worked out already, right? The price started to hitting all-time highs, and the MACD showing us lower highs. That's actually bearish one, and we actually had that correction which one we expected. But right now the major question is, will the Bitcoin go lower or not? But because we saw that ABC correction, the predict right now, will we go lower or we gonna go higher? That's a pretty tough question right now. So this is why I highly suggest you to right now avoid the trading, right? Avoid the trading at all costs. That's a really great decision for now. So right now, let me talk about a little bit, let's deep dive and let's see what we are seeing a little bit locally, right? Locally, for the bearishness, I see something very bad, because this is actually very good for bulls, because here on a 5-hour time frame you can see that volume start to increases, the price start to increases, and volume start to increases as well. So basically, if this is a correction, also if this is the impulse and this is correction, right, we won't see some kind of the harmonious growth. We want to see some divergences, that the prices increases and volumes are decreases. That's a really good signal that this full movement is correction. So right now market is telling us actually not. The volumes is telling us that volumes are increases over here, you can see, right? And the price is increases. Right now, let me check live. I don't know what is happening on a smaller time frame, but let's do it together. What is happening? Is there some, is it some divergence or not? Look at that. On a 1-hour time frame, plus minus, you can see this divergence, that the price actually increases, right? And volumes are decreases, right? So it's pretty shaky situation right now. And this is why I would not actually long this movement, and I will not long and I will not short, right? So if you are out of the position, just stay out of the position, and I don't see any right now good positions for now. One of the position is possible, but please lower your risks. If you're gonna short right now, right? Because we are still in the zone of high tension. Because if we say that this is the impulse and this is correction, if we take a Fibonacci, we can measure it, right? So if we take a Fibonacci, put on the beginning and the end of this impulse, you can see that those are the targets from 0.3 to 0.7. As you can see, we are beautifully entering in the high. It is pretty, I mean, I would say it's peak of the correction, right? 0.7, it's the last target. So if we likely to break it, it's still, because this is correction of wrong correction. I'm not gonna say that if we're gonna break it for sure we are gonna go higher. I'm not gonna say that, because there is possible like A, B, something such kind of, and C. That's also wrong and terrible correction. That's really seldom happening on a Bitcoin, but still you need to keep in mind. And this is why the lowering your risks is the best thing right now. So one of the positions which you can take right now is maybe short the market and put your stop loss somewhere over here at the all-time high, right? So it's pretty tiny, it's pretty short, right? Short stop loss, and your take profits will be pretty long at the lower range, right? So at the all-time low, not all-time low, I will say the lower low, right? If the market will make us, for example, lower low once again, your profits is basically worth it. But I'm repeating once again, right now is very shaky situation. I personally don't trade. So this is why, guys, be careful. There's a chance that we're gonna break it right now and go higher, because on the higher degree, as I'm saying, we are still possibly can reach this 2.6, and this is not the correction of the some higher degree. But we just keep in mind that there's can possibly happen something such kind of that the correction can happen. So another thing, what we are expecting, right? If the correction will begin, for my opinion, if this is the wrong correction, it is not even worth to also to take a short right now, because we don't know what the market will draw for us in the shape of the patterns, right? Because at least I want to see beautiful 3 dots, right? So this is first dot, this is second dot, right? And the third dot. So as I wouldn't say, no, this is not the first dot. I would say first dot, right? Second dot, and the third one. At least we want to see where is gonna happen, right? If the market will show us beautiful channel from where it makes some kind of reactions, right? So for right now, we can put this line. If the price will do some reversal from here, then the market will create for us some pattern. So we can take this one like this, for example, right? Like this, and can say that from higher range, right? So this is higher range, this is lower range, right? So we can expect our prices somewhere here, but still it is very, very, very tricky one when it comes to the trading in the channel. Do you know? And right now is not the third dot. I would say this is the first dot. This is the second dot. This will be first, this is second one, and right now at least we want to touch this ground. If we're gonna touch this ground and we're gonna have enough confirmation, maybe we can take long, it's gonna be better, right? Rather than short right now, because this is first wave, this is second wave, so this is once, twice, and right now at least the third time we wanna touch the channel to make some financial decision and maybe jump into the charts. So actually this is how the market looks like right now, right? A little bit shaky situation. So this is why I know the most of the people right now want to start to trade. But as always, when you want the most of the, not you, like most of the people, when they're asking me, oh, right now I want to start to trade and blah, blah. I mean, of course, this is not a good time to trade. It is basically better step back. So that's actually why I'm gaining not much views in my channel, because I'm talking about the truth about the market. Right now, if I'm gonna make you like crazy bullish or bearish, that's gonna be really not good for my opinion, right? So this is why I always talk the truth. And I know the most of you right now want to trade, but I'm not gonna make you a mistake. If you want to listen my channel and if you want to listen my videos, here you're gonna hear only the truth. And of course, the market is not made for the positive, that you're gonna see some positive news or something like that. The market usually gonna tell you what you don't want to hear, and basically this is what you need to adapt to, how you need to adapt to the market. That's a really very important stuff. And for all of these people who's actually watching my channel for like months already, the years already, right? Guys, I'm so happy for all of you. I understand how you actually look at the market seriously, right? You are not expecting from the market any emotions, and you really want to learn something. So this video actually made for you, and here I'm talking about the truth, what is actually best to do right now. I understand how most of the people right now have a wish to jump in the market, but right now in all of this movement is not good time to trade. And of course, you know, right, when it was the time, 1,000 times that happens, like million times that happens in my channel especially, right? When I was calling for act, right? When I was calling that to act. When I was calling to act, it was late for most of the people. They didn't want to listen. When here, okay, we didn't here. Again, I was calling that the people, oh no, blah, blah, blah. They are making everything except to take the trade. After again over here, here again, here to short, here the short, here the long. All of this movement, when I'm calling, when it's time to act, the most of the people are concentrating on completely other thing. And when we are hitting all-time highs and the markets come back with full of the people, right? And what to do right now? Nothing. The truth is nothing. Just stay away from the market, and as the market will give us obvious correction or obvious targets, only after that we jump into the charts and do some action. So this is why subscribe to this channel. What you can do the best right now: subscribe to this channel, join our Telegram channel, create the accounts on your where you trade. I personally trade on the Binks, and thank you for all of you who's actually using my link and trade with me on the Binks, the link in the description below, and do all of these necessary things. Protect your coins, protect your money, learn more, like follow me and read, because I'm never gonna share something what's gonna hurt you if you're gonna follow all of these suggestions actually, as I'm saying and as we are doing our community. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all of you who's actually like my content and watching these videos and who already subscribed to my channel, and see you the next, and bye.